friends, we are here at day 3 of Sheru Classic, and we have with us Arun Bhattacharya, who is an ON athlete, he's a nutritionist, and he's also a brand ambassador for Fit India, which we want to talk about in detail. So Arun, thank you very much for giving us time and talking to us.
Thank you so much.
Arun, how is your experience been today, Sheru Classic? How is it going?
So I'm mainly here for Fit India campaign. It was a very small seminar that we did in the seminar hall. Even though I represent Optimum Nutrition, my sister brand BSN was the main focus for the expo. So we have Navreet Joshan, we have Rohit Shetty, and we have Jules, who's an Australian athlete who have come down. So yeah, the response has been very good in our booth. We are right at the entrance. And of course, the way the organizers have done the event, I think guys like you and your website, the way you guys are covering the event, we are really happy. So Sheru is coming back after a long time. So I started my fitness journey in Sheru in 2013 at the Pune event. That was the last Sheru. So when I heard that Sheru was going to happen again this year and Glanbia was going to be a part of it, I was extremely happy. So yeah, very happy to be here and very happy to see the response we got so far.
That's great. So tell us more about this Fit India campaign which has been running about for our audience.
Very simply put, Fit India is just like how the Swachh Bharat campaign is. You know, if Swachh Bharat campaign is promoting hygiene, the Fit India campaign is promoting fitness. But this is not fitness for people who are already fit. You know, this is not about bodybuilding. This is not about CrossFitters. This is not about Zumba or aerobics. This is about our mothers, our sisters, our fathers, our grandfathers, our maid, our cooks, you know, every single person that we know. Like, you know, they say charity starts at home. So for me and for the Fit India team, you know, fitness starts at home. And the idea is to make sure that we are making the masses, you know, more and more fit. And it's not about asking them to just consume protein powders or asking them to go to the gym. Even if they sleep that half an hour more, they are a little bit careful about what they eat. They are a little bit more aware of how to go about their day, make time for physical activity. Those are the things that we are trying to basically educate people on. So my role obviously with the Fit India campaign is to give people the tools necessary to do those things. I'm doing it with my clients. So when Avik Sanyal, the country manager, came to me and said, Arun, would you like to be part of the Fit India campaign? I said, fine. So how many people are we going to reach out to? And he said 100 million. That's the goal here, to go to 12 cities and to make a difference among these 100 million people. Because today, whether India is the most protein deficient country or whether it's a country with the highest rate of obesity, the statistics are there. But people aren't doing anything about it. You know, in the Delhi Fit India campaign launch, Milind Soman said a very beautiful thing, and beautiful and disturbing. He said that we are doing all these initiatives. He's also part of something called the Pinkathon. And he said that they had all these mammograms and different checkups that were available for free for women in villages. And when the Pinkathon campaign was happening, and women were hesitant to come and get these tests done, even though it was for free. So we don't want that to be the case. You know, we don't want this information just given to people and tell them, ki bhai ab kya karna hai. We want to tell them that it's important for you to be fit, because it's very important for you to live healthy, because if you live healthy, your loved ones will be healthy. You know, they will then worry less about you. They will not take as much stress, because the person who is dying or the person who is suffering from sickness, his suffering or her suffering is only one thing, but the person who loves them, they suffer more, right? So that's how I have seen that in my personal experience, and we want to at least make people realize that don't do it for your girlfriend, don't do it for your friends, don't do it because you're going to go on stage. Those are fine, but do it for yourself, do it for your loved ones. You know, that's the idea here.
It's a very good message, and we'll definitely want everyone to support it and join this movement. But we will need some more clarity. If someone wants to be fit, go with this event. So how do they approach?
So the easiest thing to do is you can go to the Fit India website and you can take a pledge. And also we are going to different cities. So we've already done the event in Delhi. That was the launch event with Health Minister JP Nadda. Milind Soman was there. I was there. The rest of the Glanbia team was there. And now we are planning to do it now in Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Chandigarh, Assam. We're planning to go to a lot of places. So you can go to the website. The entire team's biography is there. Who is there? Yunus Sheikh is there from Mesomorph. Rohit Shetty is part of the team. Navreet is part of the team. Sonali Swami, Nilesh Bomle. So the entire Glanbia roster, that is the Optimum Nutrition and BSN athletes, they are all there part of the team. So it's a collective responsibility for us. So we will be going to these cities, and obviously people can attend it. People can go to our Facebook page, they'll like the page. We have videos on it that we have made, so we can share those videos, make people more and more aware of it. The Fit India campaign video itself is very educational. It shows a very simple family where the father is being interviewed by a third-person voice, and the mother is doing like cooking. His daughter is playing something. His son is doing something, and he asks them. The person interviewing asks them that, what do you see is the future of your daughter and your son and your wife? And he has all these rosy pictures in his head. And then the person in the background says, no, in 10 years your son will have diabetes, in 2 years you will have a heart attack. So that is the whole point here. We're trying to make people wake up and realize what you're doing day to day. Don't think that you're on the right path. Assess yourself. Ask yourself, am I eating healthy? Am I living healthy? Am I sleeping well? How am I handling my job stress? How am I handling my family stress? Sometimes there are arguments also that happen in your family. Like, learn to let go. What is the need to fight, right? So it is a collective thing about being mental, physical health, all of it. So if people want to be a part of it, whether it's a social media, the website, or attending our events, you can support us in multiple ways. But first and foremost, preach fitness in your own house. If you're fit, make sure your loved ones, your family members are fit, and I think that's the best way for anybody to contribute to this campaign.
People often have doubts about diet, proper diet, and the simple answer we get is have a clean diet, have a good diet. But still, for a common man, they don't get that, crack it. What is a good diet? What is a clean diet?
I don't know if there is this Facebook page of this Indian guy who makes really funny videos. It's called Sool. He also made a video with Lazar Angelov recently. And in that, they show that Lazar tells Sool that you got to eat clean. So he takes a packet of biscuits, I think, and he cleans it with soap. And I think that's the problem, right? I mean, people, when they say eat clean, they will say, fine, I'll avoid junk food, I'll avoid chocolates, all of that. I actually tell my clients to eat chocolates, they can have ghee, they can have butter, all of that. It's about eating right. Giving preference to your macronutrients rather than just calories, right? I mean, a bowl of sugar can have 2100 calories, and a bowl of salad, a spread of salad with, lean meats, vegetables, fats can also have 2100 calories. And, common sense will dictate that obviously the one with the fruits, vegetables, meats, dairy, everything is the healthier option. So rather than just thinking how much calories you should consume, think about how much protein you need, how much carbohydrates you need, how much fats you need. Like, make a simple food diary. Okay, this is my height, weight, this is how much I should get, proteins, carbs, fats. Okay, I will eat these many meals. This is what I can get at home. I mean, not everybody has to eat peanut butter. You can just take normal moongfali or peanuts and roast it in a tawa and, put it in a grinder and make peanut butter. You don't need to buy a fancy peanut butter. Or, everybody cannot afford an avocado or olive oil. Have your sunflower oil, that's fine, Have your normal coconut. Coconut also is a beautiful source of fat. So there are very cheap and easily available sources of good nutrients that are available. I mean, today I can afford to, eat very fancy ingredients. But when I started, my father will not even give me money for protein powder. Forget anything else. So when I told him I need to eat 10 eggs or this chicken, that one, he said, go buy it on your own. So I had to hunt for the cheapest sources, and I realized that, bodybuilding can be done on a budget also. Even fitness in general can be done on a budget. But you just need to know what is there in your house, what is available to you, and just be smart. That's the easiest way to approach it. So it can be confusing. I mean, obviously professionals like us are there to guide you. But the simplest approach for people is, don't try to follow these big time athletes. They confuse you more. They will say have something like cream of wheat. Cream of wheat is nothing but broken wheat. हमारे बैंगलोर में it's called सांबा रवा. अब किसको पता है कि cream of wheat is actually सांबा रवा? One of my clients told me that because Phil Heath keeps talking about cream of wheat. And then he said, sir, आप सांबा रवा खाओ, that is only cream of wheat. मैंने कहा ये तो मेरे को भी पता नहीं था. So that is the interesting thing, right? I mean, all these things are available to us. But if you follow a Phil Heath or a Ronnie Coleman or somebody, the kind of names they give, you get confused. Instead of that, ask our Indian bodybuilders, ask our Indian athletes. You know, the closest bodybuilder that is there to me in my area in Bangalore is Mr. Kamraj, who's a 7-time Mr. India. So when I did my first prep, I went to him. And I was surprised that, he actually saved me money. Because he told me, Arun, this is available, that is available. So I started getting it from those sources. And I actually realized I can do bodybuilding with much lesser money. And obviously prioritize food, supplements cannot replace food. So instead of having 4 or 5 protein shakes a day, 1 or 2 is enough. Try to get most of your nutrition from food by itself. Protein bars and all doesn't make sense. 1 scoop of protein average will cost you about 80 rupees to 100 rupees or more, depending on what kind of protein it is. उसमें कितना चिकन आ जाता है, उसमें कितने अंडे आ जाते हैं, पनीर, tofu, imagine that. And you get a lot more protein out of that. So I think people just need to use their common sense more and, just be a little bit more mindful of what they're eating. And yes, you have to make time, you have to structure yourself, you have to discipline yourself, get the food cooked in time so that it all can be in front of you. So like Navneet also today on stage was saying, like on Sunday she dedicates to preparing for the whole week. You have to do that. My wife and I, every Sunday, we buy the groceries in the morning. In the afternoon, we are, chatting and we're cooking the food. It's a good way for us to spend time together because she is also hardcore into fitness, right? So if you do those things, then you're sorted for the week. Just aapka ek Tupperware nikalo, le jao and you're fine. Or if you have a mom at home, or if you have a wife who will cook at home, or if you have a cook, ask them to make it. But it's a very easy way of doing it. So yes, it is a very confusing thing. Nutrition is definitely the most confusing aspect of the whole fitness thing. But it actually can be done on a very simple level. नहीं तो हम जैसे लोग तो बैठे ही हैं बताने के लिए.
So friends, see, this Fit India is a very great initiative, very noble initiative. We give our full support to this motion, and we think that everyone should join this movement so that it's catered to a Fit India, right? So thanks Arun, thanks so much for talking to us.
Thank you so much guys, thank you so much.